guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Please consider subscribing to my channel. So today I'm gonna be showing you the fragrance bottles that I do not like. Usually I'm a person that really doesn't care, doesn't pay attention to the fragrance bottles, but obviously I have them, and obviously I have to use them. So on the practical level, there are some bottles that I don't like using, and I'm going to be showing you the examples of these bottles. And mind you, this is not a video about fragrances. I'm not judging the fragrance, I'm not judging the juice inside the bottle. I'm just letting you know about the bottle that I don't like, and I'm going to explain you why exactly this fragrance bottle doesn't work for me. Please let me know your examples if there's some of the bottles that you dislike. So I'm gonna start off with my probably it's the category that irritates me most. It are the bottles that just don't stand on their own. And as much as I love this scent, and I love this scent, this is the beautiful mango. This is a limited edition from 2019. Beautiful, juicy, ripe mango scent. This it doesn't stand. It doesn't stand on its own, and it always, I don't know where to put it. I just lay it down like that next to the other Mugler fragrances. I would prefer it to be standing, and like the fragrances that they create now, the Angel, they can stand on their own finally. But there are some, like this one, the older versions, that they don't stand. But it's not just about this one. Let's talk about this one. And this is a beautiful, this is the Drop d'Issey fragrance, and this is the beautiful lilac fragrance, and it's just an amazing fragrance, especially for this colder, like early spring. This is a fantastic fragrance, but the bottle is, it can't stand on its own. And there's the suggestion I feel to give to the brands: please include some kind of this plastic holder, like, you know, for the frames, for the photo frames. Sometimes they include this kind of free of charge, something that you can put it inside and it would stand up, because it's just, this is not the way we like to store our fragrances. We want them upright. So, and I do have another example, but this is the very old fragrance. If you know, you know. This is Oblique, and this is Givenchy Oblique Rewind, and this is basically the way this fragrance was presented. It was supposed to be a futuristic design, and this was like the idea of the futuristic design. So I mean, the refill that you have inside, it doesn't stand on its own because it's rounded. You know, this bottom part is rounded, it doesn't stay, it bounces, and that's it. So I mean, and this is an old fragrance. It's like, this fragrance is at least, like, I don't know, 20 years old. So I don't actually feel like I have to criticize this one because it was so much, so many years ago. But come on, you just can't do now the bottles that just don't stay. You can't. They should be prohibited. So the next one is the bottles with the flaw, and the flaw that is not caused by the user. At least I don't feel that I caused the flaw, I caused the damage to the bottle, because I do have the similar bottle and it's perfect. So I'm gonna show you this one, and I don't even feel like I have to kind of complain, because it's almost done. The fragrance is beautiful, I love the fragrance, but what is happening here is that this cap, it was supposed to be like all together, glued together, and I tried to glue it together. I cannot do it because the surface that is around here, it doesn't really touch the surface that is in here inside. So it's I mean, I can't glue it together. So what I end up doing is I put this cap and this one I just put next to it. So I didn't do anything. I didn't drop this bottle. Just all of a sudden, one day, I take this bottle, I take off the cap, and this falls off. So, and the fragrance, as I'm telling you, the fragrance is not about the fragrance. The fragrance is just still beautiful. I'm using it, I'm finishing it. But this one, it's not a good idea. It is not a good idea. And the other one that I have, which is with the orange, like it's orange bigaradia, it's beautiful. The cap is still good. There's another one that I want to show you. This is the beautiful bottle. I love the bottle. This is the Juliet Has a Gun Lady Vengeance. And what is wrong with this one is this: do you see that the color, the paint is going away? It's like it's falling off from my bottle and from the cap. And I don't know why. I don't know why, because it never leaked. So it's not like it's some alcohol that is rubbing off the paint. It's not. It's just it became like that all of a sudden. And obviously this is not a fake bottle, because some people say like, well, if the paint falls off it means that it's fake. No, I got this bottle on the official website and I don't buy fakes. So the paint that is falling off for no reason, I hate it. And I do have another example, and well, I have to give it to this fragrance because the fragrance is quite old, and it's also I'm finishing it as well. So this is Nina Ricci, and this is Dancing Ribbon fragrance. So, and you see it also the paint rubs off. You do see this white thing. It's not a reflection. This is actually white. It becomes white because it's rubbing off. And if I would do this, no, you won't see. Yeah, it's just it. I do have some paint here, and I also have some trouble with this. It's kind of it's leaking, and it has been leaking all from the start. So the paint is rubbing off also here. So the bottle is quite bulky. It's like unnecessarily bulky. We have this, we have this, we have that, we have these kind of things that they are unnecessary. It's bulky. It's quite difficult to store, especially if you want to store them one by one. It's just it's not good. So next one is ribbons or some kind of ornaments, and I'm gonna show you two examples. The one example is the one that I absolutely hate. Again, I love the fragrance. I just got it. It's limited edition from 2023, and this is Orange Bitters from Jo Malone. So it has this stupid ribbon here, and I mean, it just falls off, and it doesn't really hold. It just, every time I take the cap, the ribbon is like it falls off. So either you glue it shut to the cap, or you put it in here, or you just draw the ribbon on the bottle, and we don't need this. I mean, we don't need this. It's just unnecessary, and it jumps off. It goes off every time, and I don't like it. And I do have an example of a well done ribbon, and well, the bottle is questionable because it's still bulky, and this is kind of fake diamond. I'm not a fan, but I'm here to talk about the ribbon, and this is the Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. And the ribbon, I take the cap off, and the ribbon it stays on. It stays on. It's still like this rubbery, stretchy thing, just like that one. But this one stays, and it actually has this kind of ornament, dingy ornament, and it all stays, and it doesn't give me any problem. I mean, I know that if I do this, I smell, I spray on myself, the ribbon is gonna stay on. And yeah, I mean, for you it might be the little thing and you won't be even getting irritated about this one, but I am. Every single time I take this off, this one, it just flies off. So yeah, it's not a good thing. So next one are the bottles that I have to be careful, I have to be mindful how I put the cap on. So let's talk about this one. It's because it's You by Giorgio Armani. So once I take the cap off, you know, if I'm not careful, I put this cap, I can't really shut it down, shut it close. I can't, because I have to twist it in a position that it would allow me to close it. Because if I don't put it in a position that I can close it, I'm not gonna be able to put it down, you know. I have to twist it, I have to find the right position, and it's like it's not a good thing, because sometimes I'm in a hurry, I choose this fragrance, I spray this fragrance, and I don't need to waste my time to close this thing because I don't have time. This is like, then there's the kind of similar thing, same but different. So this is GianFranco Ferre, and this is a beautiful, very spicy, very fresh fragrance, unisex, and this is the fragrance that I absolutely love, but I absolutely hate this thing. This is the spray, and the problem with this spray is that if I'm very energetic in spraying, sometimes it bounces off, and it falls off. You know, it falls off, and it's not secured. It's just like up, opla, and you just take it off and you put it on, and it's not a good thing. And obviously you cannot put this fragrance in your bag, because there's the possibility that in your bag you're gonna just spray it, you're gonna push it in some way, and the fragrance will gonna be all around your bag, which is not a good thing. And the same thing it's with this one, and this is Maison Margiela, and this, I do have this Beach Walk. It has kind of the same system. It's more secure, at least it doesn't go off, it doesn't fall off, but still you don't have a cap, you don't have a holder, like for instance like Montal has. It has this kind of fork type of thing that you put inside, and then you're not able to push down this spray. And this one you actually can. So if you put it in your bag, and for some reason there's something else in your bag that is quite heavy or square heavy, and it pushes against this spray, this will happen. So yeah, this is not a good idea as well. So next one is heavy bottle. I don't like heavy bottle. I like heavy bottles, but at the same time I don't like them. I'm gonna explain myself now. So heavy bottle is in my opinion, it's an indication of a well-made bottle, because when the bottle is not made of plastic, it's not made of kind of cheap materials, it tends to be a bit heavy, right? So a bit heavy is fine, but this is like heavy weighter of the bottle. I'm talking about this one. This is the 100 ml of the Vie Est Belle, and this is the limited edition. So it's bulky. This one is bulky, it's unnecessary. And mind you, now I have tested just a couple of days ago the newest fragrance, L'Elixir by Vie Est Belle, and they changed the bottle. The bottle is they made it lighter, they made it more square, they made it more modern, and it's definitely less bulky than this one. But the older bottles, the higher you know, the bigger bottle you have, like if you have 100 ml bottle, it's gonna be the bulkiest thing. And it's very, very heavy. It's like you know, it's like it's like for self-defense. It's fine for self-defense. And also there's one, and I know this is an iconic shape, I know this is an iconic bottle, but still this is bulky, this is heavy, and this is unnecessary. And this is like, it's less heavy than the previous one, obviously, but also look at all of this glass. This is absolutely unnecessary. I don't need that much glass. I don't. So next one are the strange designs. And luckily I don't have a lot of things with strange designs, but just look at this. And this, I don't mind the design, I just mind this. It's like, it looks like an eye, right? And if I have two of them standing side by side, they look like two eyes that are watching at you, they're looking at you and they're judging you. And it's like, it's not a good choice for the bottle. They look like this looks like an eye. I don't like it. And then it also gives this kind of strange sound. Every time I lift the bottle, I use the scent. It's like it's hitting against the glass. Yeah, not a fan, not a fan. So, and we are coming to the end of my complaints, because I feel like I'm complaining all the time. So well, the strange design, there's one more, and I don't even feel like it's ill made. It's very well made. This is the Kilian, and this is, and I have this Kissing. This is not bad. It's just that it is strange. It is strange. This one is heavy, but it's very well made. I'm telling you. But the shape is strange. Everything is strange about this bottle. I do love the scent of this fragrance, but the bottle, yeah, I do have two of them. I'm not a big fan at all. So yeah, luckily they have been discontinued. And I do have one more thing, and this is one of the things that I don't really like. It's this kind of, well, I do love this smell, but this kind of mechanism, the mechanism that is like the spraying mechanism is like that. You see, it's all like, it's the spraying mechanism is in here inside, and there's this kind of thing on the mechanism. So when you push this button, you actually push the actual normal sprayer that is inside. So basically, sometimes this thing, it stucks. It stucks inside, and you really have to shake it to make it pop up again. And the same thing happens with this one. And this is Lady Million, and I have this Empire. I actually don't like this one because it has the same problem. There's the simple mechanism, simple spray inside, and you spray it and the fragrance comes out here, so it's all fine until this button, it stucks inside, and it's just you have to shake it, you have to move it, and to make it pop out again. That's why I much prefer 30 ml bottles of this fragrance line, because they have this simple, they seem the same, but then you just open them up and you have just a simple sprayer, which is much more handy and much more it's better. But not all sprays, not all fragrances have the same problem, because for instance I have never had similar problems, and the mechanism is kind of similar with this ones. With Alien, I have never had any problem like that. Even with like the older bottles that have been made like 15-20 years ago, they have never had any problem like that. So I guess it depends on the place where you make the bottle, because these ones, they always perform well, but some bottles, yeah, they don't. Some sprays, they just don't perform well. And also, this is the last one. This is extra large unnecessary cap, like this one. And I mean, this is a very nice fragrance. I love this fragrance because it's all about fig. It has fig leaf, it's all about fig. It's just amazing fragrance. But this one, I mean, this one is huge. This is huge. This is like 1/3 of my head, almost. And as long as you have just one fragrance and you display it on your dressing table, then it's fine. But if you have many fragrances, and if you don't display them, you have no interest in displaying them, you just have to store them in the most efficient way, this is a pain in the butt. This is a pain, because it's huge. This is huge. It's lovely, and luckily this is bendy, so you don't risk to hurt yourself if you grab it like that. If that would be plastic, you would hurt yourself. But because it's bendy, it's still made of plastic, but it's kind of jelly plastic, I don't know how to call it. Anyway, this is bendy, so you don't hurt yourself. But anyway, this is very bulky. This is very bulky. Yeah, so these were my fragrances that every time I have to use them, I was like, oh man, no. And obviously I forgot about this one. So this one is the worst. Now they have changed the design. They have different design. I can't say that design was improved by much, but this old design is like, it's not good. So you push here and the fragrance comes out like that, and sometimes it's very shaky. And especially the older bottle that I have the older the Prive bottle that is older, and it's kind of a little shaky, it's kind of a little plasticky. I'm not a fan of it, but anyway, luckily they have changed the bottle now. So yeah, these are my examples of the bottles that I don't like, and every time I have to use them, I try to use them less than I would love to use them. So please let me know what you think. What are the bottles that you don't like? What are the bottles that drive you crazy? I'm very curious, and I wish you a beautiful day, wonderful Sunday, and I will meet you on Wednesday. Bye.